What is evil? Is it innate or is it created later? Is one person's life more valuable than another's? And most importantly, how far would you go to stop a monster? Today, we will walk through the icy corridors of one of the most disturbing psychological thrillers in manga history, Naoki Urasawa's Monster. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is not just the story of a killer and a doctor. This is the story of a disturbing journey into the darkest abyss of the human soul. At the center of our story is Dr. Kenzo Tenma, a brilliant Japanese brain surgeon. Tenma is living a fairy tale. He is the best in his field, engaged to the hospital director's beautiful daughter, Ava Heinemann, and rapidly climbing the career ladder. But beneath this shiny surface lies a disturbing truth. Not all lives are equal to hospital management. Influential and wealthy patients always take priority. As Tenma struggles with this moral dilemma, he's torn between his conscience and his ambition. And one night, this philosophical conflict is tested by blood and life. Tenma has two options for surgery. The mayor, an important figure for the city's future, or an anonymous child with no one to speak for them. The phone order from Director Heinemann is clear. Take the mayor. But at that moment, the pleading eyes of Anna, the traumatized twin sister of the little child he is preparing for surgery, breaks something inside Tenma. In that moment, Tenma throws his career, his future, and his fiancée into the fire, clinging to the most fundamental principle of medical ethics. All lives are equal. He chooses the child. This is the victory of a Kantian moral understanding. The principle of doing what is right, regardless of the consequences, over a utilitarian approach. Tenma saves Johann Liebert from certain death. The price of this decision is heavy. The mayor dies, Tenma's career is destroyed, his fiancée, Ava, leaves him. Tenma, having lost everything, rebels against all this injustice at Johann's bedside. "They deserve to die," he whispers. Shortly after, Director Heinemann and the other two doctors blocking Tenma's path are mysteriously killed with poisoned candies. And that night, two children, Johann and Anna, vanish from the hospital like ghosts. Unwittingly, Tenma made a wish, and that wish was granted by a monster. 9 years later, thanks to recent events, Tenma has become chief of surgery, but the shadow of his past and Detective Lung's relentless suspicions from the BKA never leave him. Just when he thinks his life is returning to normal, the past returns with its most terrifying face. One of his patients, Adolf Junkers, leaks information about a serial killer and is soon kidnapped. When Tenma follows the clues to rescue his patient, he confronts the monster at a construction site. Standing before him is Johann Liebert, the young man whose life he saved, now charismatic, polite, and possessing an icy calm. And in that moment, one of the most chilling moments in manga history unfolds. Johann looks into Tenma's eyes and confesses that he killed those doctors 9 years ago, as a thank you to Tenma for saving his life. Tenma realizes in that moment he hadn't saved a life, he had unleashed an absolute, nameless evil upon the world. His own idealism, in its purest form, had given birth to a monster. This is the most painful manifestation of the idea that the road to hell is paved with good intentions.